trickling rain, very annoying rain, and I had to come down from around the corner in it, so I'm nice and dry now, but I came home a bit damp a little while ago, which wasn't great. Welcome to everyone joining. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Woodbridge. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia, and you can purchase the products for card making, paper crafting, and stamping that I use in my videos. So I sell the products, but I also show you how to use them. So it's all great to have the products, but you need to have them. Hey Deborah, hey Stamping Zoo. Stamping Zoo, what is your name? At least your first name, just so I can address you as I like to. Hey Pamela, thanks everyone for joining. So I know many of you have hopefully got my newsletter, seen my social media posts about our last chance list. Hey Bev, thanks for joining. Now, just 1 second, because of course I could never have everything organised because that's too easy. So we have a lot of products in our mini catalogue retiring. So this catalogue ends at the end of this month on the 30th of June. This catalogue ends, and many of the retiring products are up to 50% off. So it is your last chance. We do know the things that are carrying over because they've already appeared in our annual catalogue. Hey Margine, thanks for joining. I'm so excited. I can see everyone's comments. Thanks for sharing, Bev. And I have grabbed out today, so we're making a card from scratch. I have no idea where we're going with this, but I've wanted to use this for a while, and they are the Dandy laser cut pieces. I knew they'd fall out. So we've got some card fronts here and some floral pieces, and we have some dragonflies and labels here. Oh, hello, Lisa. Right, I shall endeavour to remember that, Lisa, but if I don't, just whack me over the head, okay? So, yes, nice to see you, Miss Lisa. You're not someone new. Oh, and I'm missing a label. Did that just fall out? I know I haven't used that label, so you never know. We may find it and use that today. So I've grabbed out the Dandy laser pieces, and these Dandy laser cut paper is currently 20% off. So they are sitting at $16 at the moment, and I thought to go with that, I would possibly grab out the Happy Thoughts stamp sets because I'm going to miss this stamp set so much that I'm looking for it on my list here and tell you I'm hoping it's at a discount. I'm not totally sure, and this list isn't in order of isn't in alphabetical order. So has everyone had a look at the list, made your wish list of things that you have to get before they go? Do you think I can find it? I have to check in the catalogue what page it's on, because this is sorted in page number. The things we do. It's a single stamp set. My catalogue's opened to the 28. Okay, so this stamp set is 25% off at the moment. A lot of the products on the list are 50% off. So there are some fantastic deals to be had. So this stamp set comes down to $27.75 in Australia. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Cindy. Thank you all for joining. I seem to be comments seem to be coming, then going here. So I don't have a pre-prepared card. I'll flick you guys around in a sec and we will get making. Okay, so let's get my second screen up. Hello, Shelley. Thank you for joining. I will mute myself. Oh, hello, Jamie. No, that's an old video. That's not helpful when you open an old video. Jamie isn't here, as far as I know. I'm just waiting for my computer to do what it's meant to do. So please tell me you guys are having better weather than I am today. Okay, yeah, I'm missing stuff on my phone. Oh, no problems. I'm sorry to hear you're having internet issues, Bev. That's no fun at all. Okay, my laptop can go over there, they can go over here, these can go here, and I am all ready to flick us around and get moving. The other thing I thought we might use today is our blending brushes. So we shall see how we go. Let's flick around. Now, guys, if you feel I'm having any internet issues or connection issues, please do not, oops, sorry, let me flick you guys back around so you don't get seasick. Oh, my word. While I do this, let's get us into the correct spot. I think I'm all good. How's that for first go? I'm a bit impressed with myself. Hello, Miss Renee. Oh, it's raining there as well. Hello, Rose. Oops. Right. Okay, turn off the light and I'll be back. I also think I need to turn off my heater in here. I've shed a layer since I've been home and everything. Feeling rather warm. Okay, so laser cut paper. So I'll pop the stamp set here. Although we're not using it just yet, we will be using it. So all these products are available. I did check the list. It is cold and wet. I must be all up the eastern seaboard at the moment, because you're in Queensland, Renee. Wurge is in Sydney and I'm here north of Sydney, which is no fun. So make sure you check out the last chance list on my online store. If you have a look at it on my online store, that will tell you what is available to purchase right now. Hey, Chris. And it won't show anything that's already sold out. And you get to see pictures, where this list isn't as fun because there are no pictures. But yes, that is that. Now, the other thing I think I might grab out is the Dandy Garden paper, because it goes with the set. And the Dandy Garden paper is at 40% off. So rather than $20 for the 48 sheets of 6x6, it is currently $12. So that is a steal. Yay! You'll get your order tomorrow. How exciting is that, Miss Cindy? Oh, no, that was an Instagram notification. Nothing important, or that I have to deal with right now. Okay, so let's bring in our laser cuts. I need to know where this is. It's probably stuck under something. Okay, I am thinking this is actually, this pattern I think it's identical to our paper lace. Oh no, it's not. It's totally different. So there are our paper lace die cuts that we've got in the annual catalogue, but this is actually very, very similar. And I want to show you something with this. piece. Now I can't get these back on my shelf, can I? So I'm going to do some sponging with this, and then we're going to use it after we've sponged it. Okay, now I will probably pop out all these pieces and just pop them in a baggie. So then they're a bit easier than getting bent up. But at the moment, they're staying there. So I think I will see. I don't even think I have a pre-prepared basic white card base. But you never know your luck in the big city. No, that's basic white. That's vellum. Shimmery white. Thick basic white. Although it still says... Oh, why is the thick in there? Oh, because I was going to make those into tags. That's what I was going to do. Okay, I do have one card base, so we shall use it. Now I've got paper and bits all over me. Hey, Myrtle, thank you for sharing. I do appreciate that you share me out with all your peeps, so they can find me as well and I can meet some new friends. Okay. And for those following at home, I still have not made that wedding card that I've been talking about. I don't know when I'll make that. I kind of fell asleep on the lounge last night after watching MasterChef with Lavender. So that last night was a write-off, because normally I'll watch, sorry, some of these pieces didn't eject well, so I'm just popping them out. Normally I'll watch something with them and then I will come back in here and do some computer work or dabble in a card, you know. Just, I do still have creative juices going at night time, but last night that was not the case. So, Dandy Garden paper, the colours in the Dandy Garden paper. I'm very tempted, because it's my favourite colour, is to use Blackberry Bliss, because I just love it so much. So, because that is my first yearning, I'm going to grab that down. I do have a purple blending brush. So that's my pink. This is my purple. So I have a purple blending brush. Pop that out, and if you were my sheets of paper, you would be over here. So I do need some scrap paper, because I can already hear that I'm going to make a mess. Hey Roz, thanks for joining. Hope you're well. Now, I'm kind of not going to I'm not going to pop this, I'm not going to secure this down, sorry, trying to find my words there, but I'm not going to secure this down to the project. Okay, that is inky enough, but as I said, I'm not going to, or maybe I am. Hang on. Is that somewhat straight? I think so. Because I'm colouring the mask as well as colouring the card base at the same time. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. Now, this is not going to be perfect by any way, shape or form, but the good thing is, because I'm using a dark colour, I can reline it up. And this is totally crooked, and I'm also sponging my nails. Awesome. not helpful. But we're just getting this colour down, and this is going to be our base layer. So there we go. That is totally crooked, but we're just going to leave it as is so you can see how quickly I created the mask, or the masked card front, and I've coloured the mask at the same time. So 2 for 1. I know I've got it, Cindy. It's just, you know, got it. I didn't want it perfect anyway. I like the multi-dimension. I just wanted to get the colour down because, as I said, this is my base layer, and I think I'll do something with this piece as well, but what I want to work on first is this card. But I think I'll make it a landscape card. Now I have so many scraps, like so many scraps. So let's see what we can do with some of these scraps. And I have little dragonflies in here. I have labels in here as well. Oh, these may work. We can make this work, can't we? So I'm just having a look at the colours. Just, oh, I don't mind that blue stripe, although also don't mind. I'm thinking because we've got the white in the background, we want less dense colours. And we could use a piece of this Ori Blackberry Bliss. I'm not sure about this one. I think it's a bit dark. Okay, what else have we got in here? Oh, I have lots and lots of little dragonflies in that purple, in the Blackberry Bliss. I don't think although that piece looks quite useful. Oh, maybe it's not. No, because there's a dragonfly taken out of it. Okay, right. Let's go here and see what we can do. Hello, Jason. Long time no see. I hope you are well. Okay. That can go there. These are 2 labels. That's another label. I just don't think I can make these labels work. I don't. But I'm kind of thinking of doing the Bumblebee and the Blackberry Bliss and taking this out because we've got the medium-sized pattern from the mask or from the laser cut, and then we've got this, and we need to choose a sentiment. I am a little bit partial to these 2 because this one's like everything, thinking of you and happy birthday, but I'm thinking of you. And I'll grab out some scrap white and we will stamp it. Perfect. Now, what colour to stamp in? Thinking maybe the Bumblebee. What do you girls think? The Bumblebee? Because, I mean, purple and yellow are such a great combo. Oh no, Wurge, that's terrible. It's perfectly handmade, Ross. Yeah, Roz, yes. Oh, nice. I thought you might have been bogged down with those kinds of projects, Jason, because you had been a little quiet, and I did know you had moved as well. But I'm glad that you guys are able to make this place your own, because I mean, I've never actually lived in a rental, just by circumstance, but I've always enjoyed being able to make our house our own and not having to ask anyone's permission to do that. You love the bumblebee idea, Lisa. Awesome. And on the white, and then we'll put, I think I'll put the layers in the layers I've got right there. Not sure in what way, but we shall see. I'm going to be brave and go straight on here, because it is, look at that, perfect. Just keeping it on the page for a few extra seconds just helps that ink transfer. I kind of want to add a third colour, but I'm also not sure what third colour to add. Or maybe it'll just need some bling in the end. Yeah, I'm liking these two colours, but I'm just not sure. Okay, I've got my fancy, label me fancy punch, because this is so fancy in the background. I kind of want to keep the sentiment simple, and that fits in there rather perfectly. And it's not too big, not too overpowering. Okay, so this is just a scrap. Oh my dear word, sorry, that was a punch falling, guys. Just lining that up. No, that's too small, so my double oval will not work. This is my everyday label. That might work nicely, but I'm not sure if I have enough paper to get this punched out, and I don't. So whilst that'll work, I will change tact and pop this in here and get this out. Okay, so pop that there, because we want to see lots of that pattern. That there, and then I'll trim this down and we'll put some purple in between, because they just look way too same, and it needs something in between to break that up. So I'm going to try to make this piece usable. So I'm trying to keep it also as big as what I can. Oops. And I crinkled up a corner in the process. I will get this stuff out. I know, Cindy, I'm going to miss it so much. Jackie did an amazing job with this sentiment set. I really do think it had a place in the annual catalogue. But anyway, I'm not sad about what's in the annual catalogue, to tell you the truth, either. So it's a hard choice. Hello, Miss Angie. Thank you so much for joining today. So I have the wedding on the weekend, and I think I'm just about ready. And I also I've got work training by the sea tomorrow at a local hotel, which is quite a bougie hotel. It's quite nice. So if I go sorry, I'll try and move some things and show you. Because this isn't quite 3 centimeters, and this is not cut. Which bit isn't straight? Oh, that's straight. So that side isn't straight. Okay, so because it's not quite 3 centimeters, what I kind of do, because I've got measurements on either side, I kind of make it as even as what I can between the 2 sides and cut it from there. And I think that strip will work really, really nicely. So, punches back. Just because no one's got the, oh no, my butterfly just fell down. So sad. It's from one of our events. Still, well, you're encouraged to take things off the tables so then they don't have to pick it up. So yes, I've got wedding, so I've got my team training tomorrow. I don't need to stay for the whole day because I'm not reception staff as such. So I've got that, and then I have the wedding on Saturday, and then I don't know what we're going to do on Sunday. No idea. Dave and I might take some time out, leave the kids at home, and go and do something for just us, depending on how he's feeling. Hasn't been so well at the moment. So just trying to... This butterfly is not happy. I think it needs more adhesive. It just fell down again. Okay, so just putting a titch of our Stampin' seal on this, and I'm going to line it up on here, so then it doesn't really matter if I get adhesive everywhere. And because I don't know if you guys can see, but I can see through my silicone mat to the grid line, so I'm using that to make sure I've adhered everything straight, and I'm pretty close. So I'm a bit thoroughly impressed by that. So see how that piece of, except you don't see the half circles, but that's okay, it still looks really nice. So I think this piece also needs dimension. Now, do I keep the edges straight, or do... I think I need to keep them straight, because then this everyday label looks very straight and this is curved. I think that works, but I definitely need some dimensionals. So you can see how quickly this card has actually come together, which is good. Thank you, Roz. They're wedding ready, and I had them done this morning, so they're like brand new. Brand new. And I'm wearing a very, very purple shirt. So I showed her what colour I'm wearing, and rather than competing with the very purple shirt, we're toning in. And then, because these are colours I normally wear, like, well, not that I wear cornflower blue, but I do wear like bluey purples and stuff like that. It just worked. I'd happily have my whole hand in that colour. But we just went for something different. Thank you for noticing, Roz. But it was my normal appointment. I'm a bit annoyed that my beautician appointment is next week and wasn't this week. But, you know, I like this label. I like this label too. And you know I had no preconceived ideas. We're just layering. You right, Dar? Okay. Okay. 2 of these. I think someone was very comfortable and didn't want to follow Daddy outside. She moved very, very slowly, going, I don't want to go outside. It's cold and wet. I don't know if you just heard a shaking in the background. Okay, so I'm loving this label. I think besides a few scattered dragonflies, I think we're going to keep this card pretty simple because I want to make this blending and masking the hero of the show. Now, I do have some white core of this cardstock sticking out, so I'm just going to take my paper snips and like trim off the furry bits, but I'm not, like, I just trimmed off the furry bits and I didn't actually cut the cardstock. So I'm kind of liking that. Although I really want to put it on a straight angle, but I can't. I have to put it on an angle to match. Or do I? See, it's hurting my brain now. Even though we said it was, what were the words, Roz? Hang on. Perfectly handmade. I'm now having issues with my perfectly handmade. Unless I do it over the edge. And then just put a scattering of the dragonflies. Let's just go for it. Just go for it. Commit. Do it. It's an awesome card. I have. So can you see that I think I left this glue out too long? So I'll put it against the back of my hand and it's just gluey at the end. So all I do is, this is all dry glue, is I literally pull this off. Put it in my little rubbish and there is still a little bit of glue in the tip, and I literally run my finger across the tip and there's a little glue goober that has now gone, and now my glue is flowing, which is exactly what I wanted. So there you go. That's how I do it, because I don't think I've ever really shown you that before. I've really only verbalized there is a glue goober. Okay, so I'm going to put this off the edge, but straightish. So I like that in the bottom corner there. And then, oh my God, my glue's kind of exploding. I'm just going to put some little dots of glue and start with 3. And then I'm going to take your pick tool and just pop our dragonflies on them, because there is no use getting gluey hands when you don't have to. And I may add a gem to the inside of each, or maybe a pearl, although I do think they kind of don't need to be in the same orientation as such. That's better. So I think 3 is enough because they're a bit bigger. Now I will grab some rhinestones. Oh, do you know what would look even better? Our champagne rhinestones, because then we're picking up the yellow again. Without it being like yellow, we're picking up the yellow in our sentiment. We could even use a couple on there. Let's just see what kind. I'm thinking, let me have a look. There's one. Oh, I'm thinking 2 is perfect. 1 looks a little bit lonely. I mean, 1 is the loneliest number, but you know what I mean. 2 just looks right, because pairs of things work. And I think that tones in perfectly. And guess what? This is card 1 done. Done, done, done. What do you think? What do you think of that simple one? And we still have this piece to use on our next project. The base has a marbleized feel. It does, doesn't it? Because I wasn't very particular when I was actually masking. And I think I can deal with it being off center as well. And I like the stack of paper. I'm happy. Okay, I'm thinking we might want to grab some of our Dandelion, is it Dandy Garden paper here, and possibly layer. Is that too much? Or does that... it kind of pains me to cut into that paper when it goes so well with the punch. Oh, see, that hurts me as well. Although I have so many pieces of it. Ooh, that looks nice. The purple on the mossy meadow. Yes, I know. Purple on the mossy meadow. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, other Bev. Yes, because I've got my 2 Bevs here today. Sorry, girls. Or, so we've got mossy meadow. Or, no, the night of navy, the midnight misty moonlight does not work. You like it. Okay. I still need to look through everything to see if there's the Calypso coral. I think if I sponged this more and made it a darker colour, it'd work. But I think for the moment we're sticking, oh, that's an off-cut. We're sticking with this. Let me have a looky-see. No, I think that is that. You like it. Hey, Candy, I feel so special. I'm seeing you twice in a week. Unfortunately, though, I don't get to see your face this way. But considering when I saw you the other day, I wasn't crafting. You're actually seeing me craft today. I was busy doing other things. Running around with my head chopped off last weekend, I felt like. Okay, this little scrap can go in here. Must have another Instagram notification, and I forgot to put my phone on mute. So I'm sorry that you're hearing those notifications. So size-wise, these are 3 and 3¼ by 4 3/4. So if I go, so what did I say? 3 1/4. Please tell me that's what I said. 3 1/4. So if I go 3 1/2, and I may even just go 9, because then that's, no, I want to go the other way. I'm going to go 9. This is the compromise between our 2 different card sizings. I don't know if I think I'm going to have to make another landscape card, because I'm using a scrap. But that's okay. We can make it work. And I said 4 3/4 which will be something just fell on the floor and I have no idea what it was. I heard it drop 5, so if I take it over just a smidge, that should work. Maybe not. We'll put on a card front and we'll see. Hello, Carol. Oh, can I hold the purple again? No, too late. Sorry, Paula. I made a commitment. Sorry. But I just like that there is enough contrast, but I'm not actually covering up a pattern. Oh, I need this down because I have 0 card bases. Let me just put this in here. Then I only have one thing annoying me, not 2. Right back and then go back there. And because there is white in that cardstock, I definitely need thick basic white. Oh, the paper does not want to come out today. It must be snugly and cozy with all its paper friends in its packet. Okay, so we are scoring at 10.5. Score, and then we're cutting 9.85 because that is half of an A4 piece of paper. 8.5. I just cut that wrong. That isn't the orientation I wanted. But does it really, 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 really matter? No, it doesn't. Nope, doesn't matter. You love the green too. Okay, I can grab it back in, but I've sort of already made the commitment. I'll bring it back in so you can see it. But I'm just conflicted because, just because. It does look good on the purple, but I think I prefer the more contrast to the green Paula. Because this isn't like heavily sponged. You've got that great monochromatic look with the Blackberry Bliss pattern paper, and it is a tighter pattern as well. So whilst this pattern works better, I prefer this colour, and then I will probably add some more Bumblebee to this, so because those colours work really well together. So just to keep things simple, bone folder would be here. So I'm just thinking about sentiments. So this is going to have a larger mat around it. It's not an even mat, but that is okay. Sorry, I'm looking at sentiments here. Because these ones work really well for landscape cards, but I could always make this landscape. It's just not normally the way I like to orientate. I prefer the fold on the side so cards don't bend out when you're displaying them. I'm thinking. Or do we just go with the one I've got out, which is Thinking of You, and stay with the same products? Because that will be uber easy, just to stay with what we've already got. But I may do something differently. So I'm already having thoughts. Okay, so we have these pieces, right? So we have this florally piece right here that I think we're going to stamp on. So what I might do, I might ink up this and stamp on the middle piece that we can put on dimensionals. So then we're using 2 masks together. Let me just make sure the thinking of you fits, which it does. Right, I'm going with this. Going. You're loving the process. Yeah, this is how I would do it, except for obviously asking your guys' opinion. This is how I would do it in real life. It's going to stay exactly like that. Or I've got 2 sides. Make sure I'm nice and inky. And by this side, you've actually got the laser burn on it, which is like a yellow look anyway. So it actually works really nicely. And I've lifted it a little bit, and that looks better. Much happier. Now I'm going to leave my yellow out. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to make this frame Bumblebee. Now, I don't know. Well, I do have a yellow orange. So I'm going to grab out this brush, which I'm assuming is yellow. It just, because this one looks really orange. That one looks really orange. And this one doesn't. So I'll take this as my yellow. And my mask just fell on the floor. Please bear with me while I go under the table. And I may groan because my back is still recovering, although it's much better. Right. Done. Was a nice stretch for my back. I didn't overstretch. I'm doing well. Okay. Now, so for this, I'm kind of pouncing because this has so many fine pieces. I don't want to break any of those fine pieces as such. No, just pounce all the way around. There you go, done. I like that I'll show you on this. I like that I've got some darker and lighter pieces again. Just makes it less uniform, especially for these die cut pieces. I think we're almost done with this card, but I do think I'll be adding some dragonflies again because I've already got them punched, so we might as well use them. And this labelly frame piece will just work perfectly. So ink pad is closed because we don't need that. So see how I've rubbed this off? I'll show you on this side. So I've rubbed this off and there is barely any colour coming out. And then what I can also do, I just grab my microfiber cloth and do exactly the same thing. And now you should be able to see, I'll use this corner here, there is like barely any colour coming out. So that's how I clean my brushes. So then they're ready for the next shade of, that one still has a fair bit of purple in it. So now I do not wet my brushes. I've had quite a few of my team mention that they have thoroughly wet their brushes, and then they've ended up, the bristles have clumped together, and then they've got streaks in their blending, which they haven't enjoyed having streaks. So you can see that one is like really, really light now, so it won't contaminate the next colour we use. So I'll swap this scrap piece out for a gluey piece. Now, this is going to be very interesting. Oh my God, my glue has really, really avalanched in here. It's going to be fun to clean up later. Okay. Although this may just work in our favour, because this way I can use the excess glue on the and tap it on the edge of the frame. And I don't feel like I absolutely need to whatchamacallit, like thoroughly smother this. Though I did just find an extra piece that we have right here. Yeah, I'm just going to have to run that through some glue again. That piece isn't coming out at this stage, but that's okay. I'm more worried about the glue drying while I've got this in my hand. Come on, do what you need to do. Sorry if I'm off screen. Right, that is fine. Now, because that piece, I am going to grab one of my blocks, and that gives us nice, big, even pressure. Although I know I'm getting this piece here doesn't want to stay down. Now, what I'm going to grab and show you something really, really cool that you can do. So I've just grabbed a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to pop a bit of the glue that is in here on the end. That is way too much, but I can rub some off. And then I just slide it under and rub it along. And then I'm going to pop it back under my block, and hopefully some of the glue oozed. That's okay, I can deal with that. Yeah, I had one of my downline do that. I just have one brush for each colour, so each group of colours. So I have a pink, a purple, an orange, a yellow, a blue, a red. What else? I think that's pretty much it so far, and a green, if I hadn't said green. And I've got a couple of neutral ones. So I've got like a grey and a brown one, and I have my own white one because we have used that together as well. So now you can see that is stuck down nicely. How are we going for time? Not too badly. I think we might leave it though at these two cards today. But I'm almost done, and I am going to be smart and use this glue that oozed out earlier in the bottom here, and I'm literally just, although I haven't even checked where I want to put this, but I'm happy with how much and where my glue is. And now I'm going to use this piece to work out where we're going to put it. Oh, that's the wrong side though. So I'm going to lie that there, and I want all our pretty bits more towards the inside. See, so the flowers are standing up. Oh, I may even just pull it down a touch. I'm going to grab that block back out, sandwich that so you can see through the block there that they actually look really nice layering on top of each other. That was my bodgy one, yes. So dimensionals. Now, where did I put them back away? No, I did not. Oops. Dropping things on the floor. So don't forget, while I'm looking for these, no, I'm going to have to grab a new pack because I didn't have much left on that as it was. Yep, these are my big ones. Done. Oh my God, Lassie. Oh, clever tip. I'm glad you like my tippery, the glue. I think I definitely got that off Christina Werner. Because I've seen her do that way too many times in the past. And do you know what? I'm using up glue that I would have just wiped up. So, you know, waste not, want not. It's there. I need glue. If I didn't need the glue, I would have wiped it up. But I actually do need the glue. So, use it. Okay, dimensionals. Almost dropped that on the floor. Thank you, Thighs, for saving that for me. Thighs and quick reflexes. So this one is going to pop out and above this, although I think we may only need like one dragonfly because the pattern on this is actually quite busy with the it's stuck. Slowly. Okay. So you can see that is nice and secure, but we do have a bit of a pattern on the background. Then the two masks which create their own pattern. Yeah, they do work. I find using the microfiber cloth actually really helpful for those darker colours. I must have bent that out of shape a little bit, but that works. But this definitely needs some purple, so I'll show you what I mean. It definitely just needs a hit of that Blackberry Bliss. So I'm thinking if I can pick this thing up and hold on to it, just fixing the tail. So I'm thinking one of these, like here in there, it will be like going on the same angle. I'm thinking around here we might personalize some of our normal rhinestones with our Blackberry Bliss markers. Our Stampin blends. So this is Blackberry Bliss Dark, and then just a couple around the sentiment. And I don't think I'll even put anything on the dragonfly actually. I think that will be good. Now this dragonfly punch, I know I haven't used it with you, but it is carrying over to the has carried over, oops, has carried over to the new catalogue. Oh no, I can't get this lid off. Right, use the other end. There is still plenty of ink in there, so I'm not worried. Just my other end, I will need some persuading to open that. I think I might also, I like using the bullet end to colour these gems because you don't ruin the brush end, because the brush end is quite fragile. But in this case, that wasn't working. No problems, Bev. Good luck with your jab, and I will see you in the next video. While I am finishing off this card, I will tell you, next week's schedule will be Tuesday, Friday, because next Thursday we have the rescheduled big appointment for my children in Sydney. So we will be having a big day of assessments, and I need one more. A big day of assessments in Sydney at the Children's Hospital for them, just checking how their neuropathies are going. Like I have my neuropathy, they have exactly the same one. So they just get checked every couple of years. I think this will be their last check, actually. I love that. Oh my God, I'm so happy with that. I'm going to call the first card a warm-up card because I love this card so much. It's amazing what a couple of masks, a piece of designer series paper, and some gems can do. Okay, let's see if I have enough glue. No, maybe not. Maybe that will be enough glue. It definitely needs to go in the bin. Now, when the glue is dry, I just roll it off the silicone mat. This is why I always have a silicone mat on my desk. Is for when we get into some gluey adventures. I am actually, Jamie will be shocked, I'm actually currently not gluey. Even though I had all these gluey issues, I'm not gluey. So I've also made sure that this dragonfly goes over, so it goes over the two masks and the sentiment, so it creates that connection between the three layers, which is always nice to have because it's aesthetically pleasing to do that. So you can see I've got like not much glue left on the bottom, and I'll grab a baby wipe and fix that up later. Okay, so some dabs of glue on the back of this, not upside down, right way round would be helpful. And I just love how you've got this big white frame framing this card. Oh, I'm so happy with this. I was a bit unsure there with my paper for a while, but I'm really, really, really happy with how it turned out. Hey, Shirley. Oh, good. I'm glad you love it too, Paula. We made good decisions today, girls. As always, I appreciate your help. Okay, I am going to grab the baby wipe right now. I think this might be the last one in the container because it's coming out really weird. Okay, so I will, if I think about it, I will wipe this down before I cap it. So then it's ready to go for next time. So you can either do it either way, except this glue goober. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha. Now you've got me and not wanting to come off. Okay, I will clean the bottom of my glue container while I am cleaning up. So these are the two cards that we made today. We used the Happy Thoughts stamp set. We used, and these are now all kind of everywhere, but I'll show you. They've all got caught up in each other. Okay. And we used the Dandy laser cut pieces. So we used one mask and one frame. So use that. We've used both the champagne and the basic rhinestones. So we used both of those. We coloured the rhinestones with the Blackberry Bliss Dark Stampin' Right marker. And I had previously all the punches. So we've got the Dragonfly punch. And we used the Label Me Fancy punch. And we used the Everyday Label punch. So I think we did really well. Thank you so much for joining me. Just remember the paper, the Dandy Garden paper is on discount at the moment and is retiring, as is the Happy Thoughts stamp set and the Dandy Garden paper. All three items are discounted and are only available while stocks last. Yes, the paper is retiring to Paula. So none of these punches are retiring. So both the Dandy Garden stamp set and the Garden Wishes stamp set are carrying over along with the punch. But the paper, the laser cuts, and I'm sure there are some other things. Hold on. Helps if I get the list. Paula, the list is the 6x6 paper, the trinkets. Oh, I could have added a ladybug to this one. The Memories and More packs, the Memories and More cards and envelope, the Mossy Meadow braided linen trim, which goes with the suite, and the laser cut paper, and the whole collection are retiring. So all of the Dandy Garden products are discounted. And as I said, the Happy Thoughts is also discounted. So they're the things that are retiring and available while stocks last. The rhinestones, the paper, the actual cardstock we used, and the punches are and will be available. Oh, thank you, girls, for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I love the support and company, and of course, your orders. Your orders, I always do a little happy dance when I get an order, so that's great. Oh, Carol, that's a bit funny. I used to watch Lassie as a little girl, but yeah, I don't think I could do it these days because they're always such sad stories. Sad stories. But Lassie's always the hero, always the hero. So I will see you guys next Tuesday. I think I might change it up and we will make a project using new products, and then next Friday I'll dive back into some retiring products and just change things up a little bit. So have a lovely weekend. I'm hoping it's not raining for this wedding on Saturday because it's meant to be outside, so I hope they have wet weather plans. Be good. Any questions asked, don't forget to check out my store for all the retiring products, and I will catch you guys on Tuesday.